Welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss GATE 2025 solutions of civil engineering paper from General Aptitude subject. This video consists of two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 consists of forenoon session General Aptitude questions and part 2 consists of afternoon session General Aptitude questions. First, let us begin with forenoon session General Aptitude questions. Question number 1. This is GATE 1 mark question. Is there any good show dash television tonight? Select the most appropriate option to complete the above sentence. Here we need to find the most appropriate preposition which suits the above sentence. Let's go through options and recall where the prepositions given in options are used. The preposition in is used with countries and large towns and also before a period of time. The preposition at is used with places, generally for small towns and villages. The preposition within is used to express inside of or before the end of a future period. The preposition on is used in speaking things which are at rest. We generally use on before television. Option D is correct. Is there any good show on television tonight? Question number 2. This is GATE 1 more question. As the police officer was found guilty of embezzlement, he was dismissed from the service in accordance with the service rules. Select the most appropriate option to complete the above sentence. Here we need to find the most appropriate adverb to complete the above sentence. In the statement given in question, the word embezzlement means misappropriation of funds. Let's go through options and recall the meanings of the each adverb. The adverb sumptuously means expensively and lavishly. The adverb brazenly means shamelessly and boldly. The adverb unintentionally means not deliberately. The adverb summarily means without notice or in a direct manner. Here he was dismissed from service. We need to find the adverb which is most appropriate for the case of dismissal. From the given options, the most appropriate adverb which is used for the case of dismissal is summarily. Therefore, option D is correct. As the police officer was found guilty of embezzlement, he was summarily dismissed from the service in accordance with the service rules. Question number 3. This is GATE 1 more question. The sum of the following infinite series is 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 3 factorial and so on. If we go through options, 3 out of 4 options consist E. So let us recall the expansion of E, which is nothing but standard expression of e power x, which is equal to sigma n equal to 0 to infinity x power n upon n factorial. If we expand this, we get e power x is equal to 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus and so on. If we can correlate this expression to the given infinite series, then we can select the correct answer. If we observe carefully, 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial and so on is common. To make this expression to the given infinite series, we need to take x is equal to 1. Therefore, put x equal to 1 in the standard expression of e power x, we get e power 1 which is equal to 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial and so on. Rearranging the expression, we get e minus 1 is equal to 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus and so on. Now we have obtained the given infinite series which is equal to e minus 1. Therefore, option C is correct. Question number 4. This is GATE 1 mark question. A thin wire is used to construct all the edges of a cube of 1 meter side by bending, cutting and soldering the wire. If the wire is 12 meters long, what is the minimum number of cuts required to construct the wire frame to form the cube? For this question, let us go through small animation. First, let us take the thin wire to construct the cube. Next, let us try to form the cube by bending this thin wire. If we can bend the wire like this, then most of the cube shape is formed. To make complete cube, let us also add these 3 cuts. Initially, we have taken the thin wire, and to form this cube structure, we have cut this into 4 pieces. But in the question, it is asked to find the minimum number of cuts required to construct the wireframe to form the cube. The minimum number of cuts required is 3. Therefore, option A is correct. Question number 5. This is gate 1 mark question. The figures 1, 2 and 3 are parts of a sequence. Which of the following options comes next in the sequence at 4? Now let us take figure 1 and try to find the relation between figure 1 and figure 2. Let us take figure 1. Rotating this figure 90 degrees clockwise, we get this, and add 45 degrees in clockwise direction, we get figure 2. To obtain the next part in the sequence, we need to first rotate 90 degrees in clockwise direction and then add 45 degrees in the clockwise direction. Taking part 3 of the sequence, rotate it 90 degrees and then add 45 degrees in clockwise direction, we get figure B. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 6. This is gate 2 mark question. Here a passage is given and we need to find the statement which is true from the given options. Let's go through the paragraph. Why do they pull down and do away with crooked streets? I wonder, which are my delight, and had no man living? Every day the wealthier nations are pulling down one or another in their capitals and their great towns. They do not know why they do it, neither do I. It ought to be enough, surely, to drive the great broadways which commerce needs and which are the life channels of a modern city, without destroying all history and all the humanity in between, the islands of the past. This passage is taken from Hilaire Belloc's The Crooked Streets. From the given passage, we can say that option B is correct. Question number 7. This is grade 2 marks question. Rohit goes to a restaurant for lunch at about 1 p.m. When he entered the restaurant, he notices that the hour and minute hands on the clock wall are exactly coinciding. After about an hour, when he leaves the restaurant, he notices that the clock hands are again exactly coinciding. How much time did Rohit spend at the restaurant? For better understanding, let us take the clock and observe where the hour hand and the minute hand coincides. Minute and hour hands coincides 11 times in the period of 12 hours. Here in the right side we can observe when and where the hour and minute hand coincides. Now let's try to calculate the time. Hands of the clock coincides 11 times in every 12 hours. The time interval between two consecutive coincidences is equal to 12 by 11 into 60 minutes, which is equal to 65 into 5 by 11. Therefore, option C is correct. Question number 8. This is grade 2 marks question. A color model is shown in the figure with color codes yellow, magenta, cyan, red, blue, green and black. Which one of the following options displays the color codes that are consistent with the color model? Here a color model is given. Taking the common parts into consideration, we need to eliminate the option one by one. Compare the given color model with the given options. After comparing all the given options, we can conclude that option A is correct. Question number 9. This is grade 2 marks question. A circle with center at x comma y is equal to 0.5 comma 0 and radius is equal to 0.5 intersects with another circle with center at x comma y is equal to 1 comma 1 and radius is equal to 1 at 2 points. One of the points of intersection x comma y is, we need to find the two intersection points and select the option. To find the points of intersection, let us consider the graph. First, a circle with center at x comma y is equal to 0.5 comma 0 and radius is equal to 0.5. Let us construct this. This circle intersects with another circle with center at x comma y is equal to 1 comma 1 and radius is equal to 1. Let us consider this circle also. The points of intersection marked as black color. We need to find these 2 points. Let us try to form the equations. Equation of circle with center at a comma b and radius r is equal to x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square. Next, let us try to form the equations of the given two circles. Equation of circle with center at x comma y is equal to 0.5 comma 0 and radius 0.5 is x minus 0.5 whole square plus y square is equal to 0.5 whole square, which is equal to x square plus y square is equal to x. Let us consider this as equation 1. Equation of circle with center at 1 comma 1 and radius 1 is x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 1, which can be rewritten as x square plus y square is equal to 2x plus 2y minus 1. Let us consider this as equation 2. Now let us try to solve these two equations. From equations 1 and 2, comparing right hand side and left hand side, we can equate x is equal to 2x plus 2y minus 1, which can be rewritten as x plus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. From this, we can take x is equal to 1 minus 2y. Now substitute this value of x in equation 1. We get 1 minus 2y whole square plus y square is equal to 1 minus 2y. Upon solving this equation step by step, we get 5y square is equal to 2y, which is y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0.4. Now we have obtained two values for y. If we substitute these two values in the equation 1, we get two values of x, which are nothing but 2 points. Next, let us substitute these two values of y in the equation 1. We get x square is equal to x, which is nothing but x is equal to 0. Therefore, one point of intersection is 0, 0. Similarly, let us also substitute the value of y is equal to 0.4 in equation 1. We get x square plus 0.4 whole square is equal to x. We get x is equal to 0.2 and x is equal to 0.8. If we observe the graph carefully, we can't get x is equal to 0.8. Therefore, let us eliminate this value. Therefore, point of intersection is 0.2, 0.4. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 10. This is grade 2 marks question. An object is said to have an n-fold rotational symmetry if the object rotated by an angle of 2 pi by n is identical to the original. Which of the following objects exhibit four-fold rotational symmetry about the axis perpendicular to the plane of screen? From the statement mentioned in the question, if an object is said to have four-fold symmetry, even object must be rotated by an angle of 2 pi by 4, which is equal to 90 degrees. Then also object remains same. From the given options, we should select the option. Even if we rotate the given option 90 degrees, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, we should get the same figure. From the options, the figure in option B, even if we rotate by 90 degrees clockwise or anti-clockwise, the figure remains same. Therefore, option B is correct. With this, the forenoon session questions have been completed. Now let us solve afternoon session questions. Question number 1. This is grade 1 mark question. Even though I had planned to go skiing with my friends, I had to dash at the last moment because of an injury. Select the most appropriate option to complete the above sentence. For this question, we need to select the most appropriate phrasal verb which suits the meaning of the given statement. Let's go through options and recall their meanings. Back up means to support someone's opinion. Back off means to retreat or draw away. Back on means to return to previous state. Backward means to fail to keep a commitment. Here in the given statement, he had planned to go skiing with his friends, but at the last moment, he couldn't keep his statement. Therefore, option D, the phrasal verb backward is correct. Even though I had planned to go skiing with my friends, I had to back out at the last moment because of an injury. Question number 2. This is get one mark question. The President, along with the Council of Ministers, dash to visit India next week. Here we need to find the most appropriate verb with the proper tense. Let's go through options. Option A, wish, which is present tense. Wish plus do is equal to wish. This is a do verb. Do is used with I, you, we, they, and for plural objects. Option B, wishes is also present tense. Wishes is equal to wish plus does. Does is used with he, she, it, and also for singular objects. Option C, will wish is a future tense. And option D, is wishing is present continuous tense. For the given statement, present tense is correct. Here, option B is correct because the president wishes to visit India next week. Some student gets confused here. In the question, it is given along with the Council of Ministers. It will become plural subject. But the president only wishes. The Council of Ministers does not wish to visit India next week. But the president wishes to visit India next week along with his Council of Ministers. Therefore, here we need to use singular subject. Does means the President, along with the Council of Ministers, wishes to visit India next week. Question number 3. This is get one mark question. An electricity utility company charges rupees 7 per kilowatt hour if a 40-watt desk light is left on for 10 hours each night for 180 days. What could be the cost of energy consumption? If the desk light is on for 2 more hours each night for 180 days, what would be the percentage increase in the cost of energy consumption? We know that energy is equal to power into time, and also cost of energy consumption is equal to energy in kilowatt hour into cost per kilowatt hour. Now let us calculate the energy consumed by desk light per day, which is equal to 40 watts into 10 hours per day, which is equal to 400 watt hour, which can be rewritten as 0.4 kilowatt hour. Total energy consumed by desk light for 180 days is equal to 0.4 kilowatt hour into 180 days, which is equal to 72 kilowatt hour. Total electricity charge is equal to 72 into 7, which is equal to 504 rupees. From the given options, there is only one option which says total electricity charge is equal to 504 rupees. Therefore, option B is correct. But let us also calculate the percentage increase in the cost of energy if the light is on for 2 more hours each night for 180 days. If the desk light is on for 2 more hours, total energy consumed by desk light for 180 days is equal to 180 days into 40 watts into 12 hours per day, which is equal to 86,400 watt hour, which can be rewritten as 86.4 kilowatt hour. Total electricity charge is equal to 86.4 into 7, which is equal to 604.8 rupees. Percentage increase in the cost of energy consumption is equal to 604.8 minus 504 divided by 504, which is equal to 0.2, which means the percentage increase is 20%. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 4. This is get one mark question. In the context of the given figure, which of the following options correctly represents the entries in the blocks labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively? Here some blocks with entries are given. Let us recall alphabet to numerical coded values. If you observe the given data, n is marked as 14 oppositely. Here in the alphabet to numerical coded values, n is coded as 14. Also similarly, u is coded as 21, f is coded as 6, l is coded as 12, and then o is marked as 15. Now let us find the value of entry marked as 1, which is opposite to 9, which means we need to find alphabet which is coded as 9, which is nothing but I. Similarly, let us calculate the value of our h, which is marked as entry 4. H is coded as 8. Let's note these values. For the entry marked as 1, the alphabet must be I, and for the entry marked as 4, the number must be 8. From the given options, only option C has I and also 8. Therefore, option C is correct. Also, let us check whether the entries marked as 2 and 3 are correct. If we take the entry marked as 2 and 3 as J and 10, J and 10 matches, J and 10 is also correct. Finally, option C is the correct. Question number 5. This is gate 1 mark question. A bag contains violet, yellow, red and green balls. On counting them, the following results are obtained. Statement 1. The sum of yellow balls and twice the number of violet balls is 50, which is y plus 2v is equal to 50. Statement 2. The sum of violet and green balls is 50, which is v plus g is equal to 50. Statement 3. The sum of yellow and red balls is 50, which is y plus r is equal to 50. Statement 4. The sum of violet and twice the number of red balls is 50, which means E plus 2R is equal to 50. Which of the following pie charts correctly represents the balls in the bag? Let us verify the given four statements with the pie chart and find which pie chart is correct. Let's analyze option A. Statement 1. Y plus 2V is equal to 50. Here Y is 30% and V is 10%. 30% plus 2 into 10% is equal to 50%. Therefore, statement 1 is verified. Statement 2. V plus G is equal to 50. Here V is 10, G is 40%. V plus G is equal to 50%. Therefore, statement 2 is verified. Statement 3. Y plus R is equal to 50. In option A, Y is 30%, R is 20%, Y plus R, which is equal to 30% plus 20%, which is equal to 50%. Statement 4, V plus 2R is equal to 10 plus 2 into 20 is equal to 50%. Therefore, statement 4 is also verified. All the four statements are satisfied for option A. Therefore, option A is correct. We can also go through other options and check whether the given pie charts are correct or not. Question number 6. This is grade 2 marks question. Here a passage is given. We need to find the statement which is true on the given options. His life was divided between the books, his friends, and long walks. A solitary man, he worked at all hours without much method and probably courted his fatal illness in this way. To his own name, there is not much to show, but such was his liberality that he was continually helping others, and fruits of his erudition are widely scattered and have gone to increase many a comparative stranger's reputation. This para is taken from E.V. Lucas, A Funeral. After comparing all the given options, option A is correct. Question number 7. This is grade 2 mark question. For the clock shown in the figure, O star and X star are given. Then which one among the given options is most appropriate for P star? Now let us consider two similar clocks, one for O star and other for X star. Let us try to form the given sequence. O star is equal to O, Q, S, Z, P, R, T. Let's connect one by one and find the sequence. Similarly, let us also connect all the elements of X star. If we observe O star and X star carefully, there is a similar pattern. If we can repeat the same pattern for P star, we can find the correct option. After repeating the same sequence obtained from O star and X star for P star, we get option B, which is P R T O Q S U. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 8. This is grade 2 marks question. Consider a 5-digit number that has distinct digits P, Q, R, S, and T and satisfies the following conditions. If integers 1 through 5 are used to construct such a number, the value of P is. Here three conditions are given. P less than Q, S greater than P greater than T, R less than T. Let us take each condition. First condition P less than Q. Changing the sequence in condition 2, we get T less than P less than S. which is also same as S greater than P greater than T. And condition 3 is R less than T. Now, if you observe carefully, condition 2 and condition 3, R is less than T. Therefore, we can rewrite these two conditions as R less than T less than P less than S. I am taking condition 1. Now, if we can combine condition 1 and the condition obtained from conditions 2 and 3, we get R less than T less than P. It is not mentioned whether the Q is greater or S is greater. So, let us take this as, if we give the number 1, 2, 3, we don't know whether Q is greater or S is greater. Let us keep it as 4 and 5. From this, we can conclude that the value for P is 3. Therefore, option C is correct. Question number 9. This is get 2 marks question. A business person buys potatoes of two different varieties P and Q, mixes them in a certain ratio and sells them at rupees 192 per kg. The cost of the variety P is rupees 800 for 5 kg. The cost of variety Q is rupees 800 for 4 kg. If the person gets 8% profit, what is the P is to Q ratio? Let's calculate the cost of variety P for 1 kg. Cost of P per kg is equal to rupees 160, which is 800 by 5. The cost of variety Q per kg is rupees 800 by 4, which is equal to rupees 200. Let the actual price, that is without profit, be rupees X. This X% plus 8% of X, which he got as profit, is equal to rupees 192. That is, he sells them at rupees 192 with 8% profit. Solving this equation, we get X is equal to rupees 177.78. From the concept of allegation, we get quality of P by quality of Q is equal to 200 minus 177.78 divided by 177.78 minus 160, which is equal to 1.2497, which is similar to 1.25, which can be rewritten as 5 by 4. Therefore, ratio of P is to Q is equal to 5 is to 4. Therefore, option A is correct. Question number 10. This is get 2 marks question. Three villages P, Q and R are located in such a way that the distance PQ is equal to 13 km, QR is equal to 14 kilometers and RP is equal to 15 kilometers. A straight road joins Q and R. It is proposed to connect P to this road QR by constructing another road. What is the minimum possible length in kilometers of connecting road? The shortest distance between P to the road QR is this. Let us take this as H. Let us consider this length as L. If this is L, then the remaining length will be 14 minus L because the length QR is equal to 14. Let us use Pythagoras theorem and find the value of H. By using Pythagoras theorem, H square plus L square is equal to 13 square, and also H square plus 14 minus L whole square is equal to 15 square, which can be rewritten as H square plus L square is equal to 29 plus 28L. Let us consider first equation as equation 1 and then the equation obtained later as equation 2. Solving equations 1 and 2, we get, since left hand side of two equations are same, let us equate right hand side of both equations, which is 29 plus 28L is equal to 13 square. From this we can get the value of L is equal to 5. Substituting the value of L in equation 1, we get H square plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. From this we can get H as 12. Therefore, option C is correct. With this, all the general aptitude questions from civil engineering paper GATE 2025 has been completed.